Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your total body dumbbell strength workout. This workout is great for beginners or anyone getting back into a fitness routine, but it's also great for anyone who just wants to take it back to basics and focus on our main movement patterns. We're gonna be working with dumbbells today, and of course, I will give you lots of different options to work to your fitness level and be where you are today. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start just by getting a gentle march. You can move the arms, march the feet, whatever feels good for you. We're just gonna take a few seconds and just get the blood flowing, get our bodies moving, get the energy up, and most importantly, get our body's temperature up. That is when our bodies move best, right? So that's why it's always good, even if you're doing a short workout, you don't have time for a full warm up, at least just get a few seconds of getting the blood flowing. So we are working in 3 quick circuits today. And of course, I will give you options as we go. Let's take it with some big rolls of the shoulders to the back. You can do a little bend in the knees if you want. 3 circuits of lower body, upper body, and core. We'll go through 2 times, right through here. And then let's take it 1 arm to the back, trying to keep your torso straight. We all tend to be pretty tight in those shoulders, and then take it to the front. Shoulders, back, chest, everything that gets tight from all the things we do in our daily lives, right? Other side. Taking it to the back, and then to the front, right through here. So let's take those arms up. We're gonna do a big push to the ceiling and then pull down. So a big push and pull. Trying to keep your core engaged, trying to make sure we're not leaning forward or we're here, right? And then we're gonna add a little squat or half squat. So you don't have to get super low, just drive the hips back, push and pull, feeling that opening of your chest, moving through the upper body, but also getting that lower body working as well. Hold it here. So can you take your arms right here, roll the shoulders gently as we stretch out through the back. So as I said in the beginning, this is a great beginner workout, or for what I like to call beginners, people who are getting back into fitness. Maybe you've been active in the past. Let's take it right here. Little rolls of the hips. You can keep it small or take it a little bigger, whatever feels good for you. And then if you want, if it's good for you, can sit into a little side lunge. Just step out to the side, shift your weight right here. So beginners or beginners, or really anybody who wants to take it what I call back to basics. So maybe you've done my workouts before. Back to basics is what I usually call it when we're just gonna keep with one simple movement pattern, no crazy compound movements. And I know a lot of you really like that. Let's just shift our weight side to side, reach up, reach down. So if that is your thing, you are in the right place. We're gonna have 1 circuit standing, 1 circuit all down on the mat, and then another circuit standing. So I'll give you options if you need to keep it all standing. However, I think you'll find our mat work is gonna be really adjustable and modifiable. So speaking of, we're gonna hinge it right here, drive your hips to the back, reach it up. So you're just running those hands right down the center, front of the legs as you drive those hips back. It's that deadlift pattern that maybe you've done in workouts before. Now, if you can, from here, we're gonna walk those hands out. You can either come out to your knees, or you can come all the way to toes, whatever feels good for you. And from there, we're just gonna do a little forward and back. So it can be here. We're gonna do a little drop of the hip, stretching through the back. Again, knees or toes. And then we're gonna sit back, child's pose. And then we're gonna bring it forward. So either bring it forward to your knees or bring it forward to your toes. Just feeling that stretch. Almost done with this warm up here. Right here. 1 more. And go ahead and walk those hands back. And just come up, take your time, slowly roll it up. All right, team, so working with our dumbbells, tap it out and reach right here. Getting the heart rate up. I'm gonna give you options, so please work to your fitness level. Something I always say is you do you, be where you are today, all right? Doesn't matter if you're doing the same thing as me or anybody else. You can also keep it all body weight. You don't have to use the dumbbells if that's not what's right for you. If you just want to keep this little tap here, that works too. You can keep it body weight and just go through the motions. Really good if you're new to this and you're just learning form. Take those knees up, little rotation through the torso. You can also just keep it here. You do you, be where you are today. That's where you are in your fitness journey, and also just how you're feeling today. If you need more of a breather than we're getting, feel free to just hit pause or sit out through a circuit, totally up to you. All right, our first exercise, we're gonna have 2 dumbbells, medium to heavy, whatever works best for you. We're gonna rest them right here if this feels okay. We're gonna drop it down in a plie squat and squeeze it up. So a little different than our regular squat, toes are out. So grab those weights, shoulders back, here we go. So what's different about this, our knees and toes are turned slightly out. Now, sometimes that's bothersome to your knees. If that is, you can certainly take it just to a regular squat, or you can just keep it a small range of motion. Now, I like to rest the weights right here because it helps me really think about activating those inner thighs and our glutes, and also connecting to that deep core and pelvic floor. So sitting low, squeeze up and connect all the way through the core. Keep that chest open. Again, if it starts to feel too heavy, drop those weights. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, our next exercise is upper body. This is called a lat sweep. So we're working those big muscles along the spine. We're also getting the back of the arms. So you're gonna be in a hinge position, and you're just gonna sweep the arms up. You're not swinging, but you're coming up, squeeze, and bring it down. Medium to lighter weights, shoulders back, core engaged. Here we go. Now, you probably do wanna go a little lighter with this one. It's a little tougher than what we sometimes do for those back muscles. Probably my favorite back exercise is a bent over row. Certainly if that feels better for you, you can go to that, or if you wanna go heavier. But the lat sweep, you're coming up, hold for a count, slowly down. If you need to, you can always take it one at a time. If that starts to bother your low back, just come up and then take it back down. Sweep. Nice flat back, squeezing in the shoulder blades. Also back of the arms, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, our next exercise, we're actually just gonna do 30 seconds each side. It's a wood chop, so you're gonna have your weight. You can start small here to here and just go hip to shoulder, and watch my knees and my hips. I'm getting a little twist here. If you wanna take it bigger, you can take those arms across. Up to you, we're gonna go 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. It's core, but we're also getting those shoulders and those arms. So one weight, lighter to medium, here we go. So again, start here, hip to shoulder. You can keep it kind of small. And again, watch my knees and my hips. I'm getting a little movement through my full body. Or take those arms lower to higher. You're going across your body, down by the knee, up over the shoulder. Notice how, again, you're probably feeling your arms, but I really want you to think about that core, right? Twisting through those side abs, but also nice and steady right here. 3, 2, 1. Breathe, relax for just a second. Same thing other side. Again, you can keep it small, hip to shoulder, or take it a little bigger. In 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds only. Take it here. Keep it small if you want. Or here, across. And breathe. Again, knees and hips. This is a power move too, so if you want to think of it in terms of power, it's called a wood chop. Really, the wood chop is if you're pulling down, but this is also a chop up or a raise, right? 3, 2, 1, and relax. Catch your breath. We're gonna do each one of those again. So we're gonna start with our plie squat. We're gonna take it to our lat sweep. Then we're gonna go to that chop each side. Grab those weights. If you need a longer breather, just hit pause, come back to us. Right here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down, squeeze it up. Now with all of these lower body moves, I do want you to think about that upper body. You don't have to feel like you have to really pull those shoulders back or push the ribs forward. I want you to connect the rib cage right over the hips and just think about keeping your chest open, right? So we're not rounding here. A lot of us have that posture pattern because we've been sitting at our desk, driving our cars, looking at our phones. So that's normal, but just be aware, shoulders back, but connecting with the core, stacking the ribs over the hips. One more right here. And breathe. All right, back to that lat sweep. Now, this is a time, if it felt a little heavy for you and you wanna go a little lighter, that's okay. If you felt your low back, you may wanna stagger a bit. Either way, we're gonna hinge. And remember, it's a sweep. Pull those arms up, squeeze in the shoulder blades and the back of the arms. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and back. Right here. Bring it up, drop it down. Remember, an option is always one at a time. Maybe that feels better for you, or you can always just focus on the movement, right? Up and squeeze. What this is not is a tricep kickback. Even though we are getting the triceps, we really want to be squeezing these muscles all along your back, your posture muscles, right? Right here, squeeze and up. Yes. For 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, one more time with that chop. We're gonna go 30 seconds each side. Again, remember, you can keep it small, hip to shoulder, if that's better for where you are today. You can really get the power into it with bigger arms. 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. Let's do it. Here to here. So again, even though you're feeling your arms and shoulders, because it is upper body as well, it's also a lot of core, right? This is our core exercise, twisting through those obliques, stabilizing in the center. We're also getting hip and shoulder and upper body torso mobility, right? Here to here. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Breathe for just a second. Same thing, other side. So other side, and you may find that you have more mobility on one side. That is totally normal, but let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Hip to shoulder or across your body. Turn the knees and the hips. If this bothers your back at all, you may want to drop the weight or just go with no weight at all, lighter weight or no weight. And here, take it up. Really staying stable in the center of the core. Even though we're twisting through our side abs, we're also getting all through the center. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team, so set those weights down. Let's all grab a sip of water. Our next set is all down on the mat. If you have a bench, you can do it on the bench, but really, the mat is probably your best bet for this one. Let's grab some water. Yes, good work. Cheers, y'all. Hopefully you're feeling that heart rate get up a little bit. I know I am. That's good. I love to get our cardio with our strength. Let's take it back, and remember, if it's hard, it's because you are working hard. All right, team, let's take it down onto your back. We're gonna start with a little lift for our glutes. So it's gonna be glutes and hamstrings, but this is also a great core exercise. If you wanna have some weights close by, you can for this. But go ahead and join me here. Here's your first exercise. We're just gonna lift and lower. So you wanna bring those hips in, you wanna tuck the core and bring it up. If you wanna rest 1 or 2 weights right here, or you've done this exercise before, that is totally fine. Let's start just body weight in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. What I love about this is, again, speaking of tightness, a lot of us are tight in those hip flexors, so this is a great stretch for this. It's also mimicking our hinge motion where we're getting hamstrings and glutes. Our squats, our lunges also get hamstrings and glutes, but they're also very quad based. With this, we're gonna get a lot of hams and glutes. We're also gonna get that core, so we're right here. So this is a great exercise if you're just watching TV or you're down on the floor, whatever it is, you can just get these in, and we get a lot of good strengthening and mobility. Stretch that out. You can bring one up and then the other if you need a little stretch after that. Next is our chest press. So instead of going straight out or straight in, we're gonna split the difference here. You're gonna press up and in and down and out. So something light to medium, all right? These muscles are strong, but do what's best for you. Watch me one time. We're here to here. Join me in 3, 2, 1. Up and in, down and out. So not too crazy, slow and controlled. And even though we call this a chest press or a bench press, we're actually targeting all of those upper body push muscles. So it's not just your chest. I know a lot of times, especially for women, we think, well, I don't really need to work my chest. Well, first of all, we do, because those muscles are important. Also, they help us keep things lifted as we age or post breastfeeding or whatever it is. Ladies, you feel me? And we're also getting the back of our arms and our shoulders. So this is a great tricep move as well. Good, relax. Last thing, we're gonna hang out right here and we're gonna take it to our dead bug. Now, if you need to, you can just do a march. That might be better for you. Or we're gonna do a little tap or extend out. So it's our dead bug. Let's start in this position. I want you to bring the hip bones together, little tuck of the pelvis, button up the core. Here we go. You can start with just a little toe tap down. Arm goes overhead. Or if you want, we're gonna extend out and then what I call closing the core, right? Bringing everything in right here. And breathe. So this is a core stabilization exercise, and then we get mobility through our upper body and our lower body, through our limbs. A lot of times people are just here to here, but really think you're stabilizing in your core, move those knees away just a bit, and then as you extend, bring everything back in and close. 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. You can stay right where you are. We're gonna do each one again. If you wanna try to add a weight or 2 weights on top of your legs for that bridge, go for it. Otherwise, just keep it body weight. Each one of those again, one more time. Starting with our bridge, bring those feet in. 3, 2, 1, up and down right here. So you may notice, you add that weight, we really have to lift even more. And listen, your goal is not to get as high as you can. I do want you to try to improve that mobility, again, because we're tight in our hip flexors and our hamstrings and our low back. But we're really working on strength here for the back of our lower body, as well as connecting with our core, right? Squeeze and up right here. We already got some rotational work with that chop through our core, so now we're gonna stabilize with these exercises. You've got 3, 2, 1, and relax. Set those weights down if you wanna get a little stretch, right? Ooh, burn. And then we're gonna take it back to that press, all right? So again, think almost a 45-degree angle, not straight out, not straight in. We're getting the back of the arms, we're getting chest and shoulders. Push those weights away from your body. Here we go. Up and in, down and out. And this is another one that if it starts to feel like too much, you can always just do one at a time right here, right? Up and down right here. Yes. Up and down. Breathing into it. Press up and in, keeping it right at chest level. And again, bringing those elbows in just a bit. You should feel the back of the arms. Those arms are working hard. 3, 2, 1, relax it down. All right, team, one more time with that dead bug. You can always also take this to a standing march, or again, you can just do a march from here. Otherwise, bring it up. We're gonna tuck the pelvis, wrap that core. Think about your hip bones coming together, button it up. 3, 2, 1. If you can, extend the leg out and the arm out, but if that doesn't feel right for you, you again can just do a march. Or a great option is just a little toe tap, right? And you can always experiment with, maybe you need to do your toe tap from the floor, and then as you get stronger, you can come up, you can do your toe tap here, right? And then as you get stronger, you can go here. So many ways to progress. And that's, if you know me, you know I'm all about options. If you're new here, you should know I'm all about options. We are all on our own journey, and I want you to be where you are today. 3, 2, 1, hug those knees in. Let's grab a sip of water. So go ahead and make your way up. Take your time, no need to rush getting up and down off the floor. Now, a lot of times some people prefer standing workouts. Let's grab some water, which is great if that's better for you. But I wanna encourage you to also get down enough off of the floor. That is a workout in itself for many of us, especially if we have tightness or we need to work on our mobility. And it may not be because you're old or you're out of shape. It may be something in your work life that has got those muscles tighter, and we really want to improve on that. Let's bring it back to here. Every time you get down and up off the floor, that is mobility, that is a workout, that is something we should all be doing. All right, so last circuit, we're gonna start with a reverse lunge. So I want those feet hip distance apart. I call this standing on your train tracks. You're gonna step back into a lunge and drive up through this front leg. Now, if that is not right for you, you can always keep it a little smaller, or you can do what I call a tap back, just here to here. So you're not dropping low in this knee, but you're still getting the work here. Grab some weights. They can be heavy to medium, whatever is best for you. Let's put one foot forward, tap it back. Here we go. Your same leg is dropping back, same foot is staying forward. Again, if you can't get that low, that is okay. You do you. If you're feeling too off balance, try to make sure that you're on those train tracks. What do I mean by that? Not here, tightrope, right? You're gonna feel really off balance. But step back, hip distance apart. Chest open, shoulders back. And it's okay if you hinge forward just a bit. What we don't want is rounding of the back, but if you're forward a bit and that gives you a little better form, you do you. I love it. 3, 2, 1. Relax, we're gonna get the same thing other side. And if you need to set the weights down in between, that is totally fine. What I don't want you to do is set those weights down from your back and then pick them up. Let's bend our knees to get them. Same thing other side. Core engaged, shoulders back, train tracks. Here we go. Now the reason you may feel with these lower body movements, squats, lunges, your heart rate gets up a little bit more. These are the biggest muscles in our body. They require the most energy to work, but also to maintain. That is why we want these muscles to be strong. We want all our muscles to be strong, but when we're using these, it requires more energy, right? So your heart rate's gonna get up more, you're gonna be burning more, you're gonna feel that a little bit more. And then just to maintain these muscles at rest, your metabolism has to be working hard. That is one of the many reasons we want muscle in our body. The more muscle, the better our metabolism. Relax, breathe. All right, team, so last one, watch me right here. A cross curl. So biceps and arms, we're going across our body. Now, the reason I like to put this one in is maybe you're like me, and again, you're tight in those shoulders. Going across is sometimes a little tricky. If that's you, you can always just do a regular bicep curl, but let's try it. 3, 2, 1, across. And then I want you to bring it down by your side. What does that do? Keeps us stabilizing. Cross-body movements, also good for our brain, but getting those shoulders that tend to be here a little more open and then bringing across, you feel the difference, right? Keeping it here. Breathe. Not too crazy, right? This is a nice little break after, I know it feels hard maybe, but also a little break after those lunges. 3, 2, 1. Set them down carefully. All right, team, so this time we're taking it to a plank single. Now, you always have the option to take this onto the wall, elbows onto the wall, walk your feet back, or you can be on your knees. But here's what we're going for. I want you to watch me here, plank single. So often we just go into a plank like this, right? We're gonna take it, we're gonna lift, we're gonna lift, we're gonna slowly down, slowly down. Maybe you've done this before. All right, let's take our time. Lift with your core. And if you wanna just go to the knees, just go to the knees. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, lift to the knees. If you wanna continue up to the toes, you can. And then slowly down. Now here is the trick, especially if you've been doing planks for a while. We tend to just pop up, pushing through our elbows, pushing through our knees, pushing through our toes. Your core is doing all the work here. So you're gonna lift with your core, try not to push through those elbows or toes, and then control it all the way down. Feel the difference? What I love about this is it's a great modification for beginners, or if you're new, you can just stay on the knees. But if you're just using that core, it's gonna be extra challenging. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Little stretch, make your way back up. We're doing each one of those again. All right, then we're closing out this circuit. So we've got our reverse lunge, right side, left side. We've got our cross curl. We'll finish with our plank singles. Grab those weights, right foot forward or whichever one you want to start with. Let's do it. Drop it back and bring it up. Drop it back and up, down, up, chest open. Yes, you can. Almost done with this workout. And breathe. Low to high. Again, you can always just do that tap back. Pushing through the entire front leg, front foot, not just your toes, not just your heels. 3, 2, 1, and relax. If you need a break, set those weights down, but we're going right back in about 15 seconds. Other side. This is your last lunge. Let's get it done. Step back on those train tracks in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And bring it up. Take it down. Bring it up. Breathe. Right here. Drive through that front heel. And again, feels like too much, drop those weights. You can always make things tougher by going heavier with your weights or adding weights, and easier or more adaptable to where you are in your journey by taking it body weight. There is no shame. If you showed up today, you are successful, and that is all that matters. One more. And relax. All right, team, so get ready for that cross curl. Again, if this feels weird for you, you can always just take them, catching my breath here. Take them one at a time, but let's roll those shoulders back, core engage. Soft knees, not arching the back, not pulling it forward. Here we go, across your body. Again, good for our shoulders. As we move, a little different angle for our arms, for those biceps and triceps as they support, and also for that core, right? Feel how your core has to stabilize. I like to call it sneaky core. Breathe. And up. Right here. We've got 3, 2, 1, and relax. Set those weights down. Let's take it all the way down, plank singles. Again, you can do it on the wall, especially if you're brand new to this, take it on the wall. You can also do this staying only on your knees, so you're just here to here, right? But again, you're not pushing up through your elbows or toes, you're using your core to do it. Here we go, inhale, exhale, lift. All the way up, slowly down. Slowly down. Imagine that there is a string on your core and it is pulling your core up. So you're not able to use your hands, your elbows, your knees, your toes. You're using your core to do it. And again, this is a great option. Maybe you're in another workout and you feel like holding a plank doesn't feel right for you, it bothers your back, or you're not able to maintain good form. Take it to these plank singles. It's a great modification. It's also a great progression and an advanced version of a plank. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back. Yes, team, up onto your feet. Let's do one more. I think we have time for a bonus move. Not a whole circuit, but a bonus move. If you need to be done, that's okay. Get a stretch on your own. We're gonna take one weight. We're gonna do a deep squat. We're gonna hold for a count. We're gonna press and rotate, all right? So we get that core, we reach, we get arms, we get legs, we get core. If you wanna keep it body weight, you can. If you wanna just do the arms or just do the legs, that's okay too. Otherwise, we've got 60 seconds. Take your time, you don't have to go fast. Watch me one time here. Press and rotate. 3, 2, 1. Get low, hold, press and rotate. I want you to think about a little pause at the bottom. Weight in those heels. If you need to modify and take it a little smaller, that's okay too. If you can, we're here to here. If your arms are just spent, just get the reach, right? Feel that stretch, that mobility. And here, we're also working our way up into some power. Just like that chop where you can make it a more powerful move, incorporate that power. That's what we're doing here. As you come up, power. Take it here. Down low, up high. We got 15 seconds. Hang with me, team. Down and up. If you're new here, I sometimes, not always, add bonus moves. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just as a way to finish strong, set that weight down. Take some little taps out in front, swing those arms, open it up. Get the heart rate up, get a lot of muscles working at once. I know it's not really back to basics, but that's okay. Just to end on that high note where, it's feeling tough. And I will remind you, it's hard because you are working hard. Remember that. I'm reminding my kids that when they're doing homework. I'm reminding myself that when I'm parenting, right? It's hard because you're working hard. It's challenging because you're challenging yourself. It's maybe a little bit uncomfortable because you are getting out of that comfort zone, and that is a good thing. And there are ways to do it that don't feel like torture, that don't feel like punishment, right? That is what we want. We're gonna keep the stretching pretty short, so please make sure you get some more stretching on your own. Reach those arms to the back. You can check out any of my extended cool down or stretching videos. Take one foot forward. How do you feel, team? I hope you're feeling good. I know. Whew. I'm feeling that. And again, if it was too easy, time to get some heavier weights, or of course you can check out any of my other workouts. And if it was tough, it wasn't too tough because you did it. If it was tough, it was hard because you were working hard, all right? Anywhere in between, we'll take it. The only thing that matters is that you show up. Consistency is what we're going for. We're not trying to break any records. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to move, we're here to feel good, we're here to get stronger and healthier and better for ourselves and for those we love. Thank you so much for being here. One big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your total body dumbbell strength workout. Great job, everybody.